But they've got to panic the people. They've got to bring about some sort of created crisis. They've got to create riots in the streets to bring in the Federal Emergency Management Agency.
For some people in certain parts of the world where their government might not be as financially stable or secure as here in the U.S., they might buy cryptocurrency as a way to hedge themselves against maybe corruption, government collapse, but really think of it mostly like a stock, an investment. And stocks, there is risk. Okay.
Cashless system of debits and credits, electronic funds transfer. They're going to call this new buck, if you will. It's going to be an electronic buck, but they're going to call it the Earth dollar. It's not going to be any paper money. It's not going to be coin money. It's going to be electronic money, a debit and a credit, but they're still going to call it an Earth dollar, so that it's something that everyone on the Earth will have. Instead of having a franc in France, it'll be an Earth dollar there as well.
But they've got to panic the people. They've got to bring about some sort of created crisis. They've got to create riots in the streets to bring in the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United Nations.
Crash.
I've written a manifesto called the Free World Manifesto, which is in opposition to the New World Order, not calling for a united nations, but rather a disunited nations, an alliance of free people, sovereign and independent. And you got the national identification card info right there.
Just another thing that's conditioning. Here we have a Los Angeles Times newspaper article, rather recent one, June 17, 93. And this article says there's a new clash again over a national ID card. And let me read one specific thing here. It says, there is simply no way to enforce our existing laws without a new form of identification. And we suggest that it be a Social Security card with a photo, a fingerprint, and verifiable barcode. You see? So we showed you the barcode conditioning propaganda here earlier, and now they're saying it in the newspapers.
Well, Adolf Hitler would have loved this.
Yes. Oh,
he would have loved it. It's just, you were saying about, do you have family? How
you have family in Berlin, do you?
And then about 1989, we see an article in a newspaper that's owned by Gannett Corporation. As we showed you earlier, the Gannett Corporation owns most of the media in the country. And here they have another propaganda mill item where it's titled Future Shocker Biochip. And this is what Anthony showed you earlier, a biochip. That's an injectable computer chip for the purpose of identifying.
Just like in Nazi Germany.
Well, better than Nazi.
Oh, the principle is it's identical to that of Hitler.
Just better technology.
And what can you say? 35 years of research. Jordan, in conclusion.
I would like to say that all we need to do is do what we've been doing in this country, and all the conspirators have to do is do what they've been doing, and their timetable for taking us over very soon will be concluded. If you understand that symbols and emblems and things that we see every day are like the letters of an alphabet, if you put them together, they tell a story. If you understand, wake up and understand that we are not in a benevolent government, that Plato said the price good people pay for non-involvement in public affairs is to be ruled by evil men.